Listen to this one. The success of the Amazon Echo, could mean it's time to crown a new titan of tech. Stern professor of business Scott Galloway, frequent guest on the program and an all-round good guy despite his socialist past, is with us this morning. Scott, how are you, lad?
I'm great, thanks. How are you, Stuart?
I think you and I are in agreement because I think these home pods, whether it's from Google, Amazon or Apple, I think that's the most important and influential technological development since the iPhone. Am I right? I think you agree with me on this.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think the baton has been passed. This item here, the iPhone, reshuffled a couple $1 trillion in stakeholder value, and I think the baton has been passed to the new technology, or the most disruptive technology for the next decade, and that is voice. Think about all the decisions, the purchase decisions, the media decisions you make in your home, and it's the only place you're not, again, carrying this around. So what could be easier than to just say your request? And it's voice. Voice is the new battleground, and one company has 70% share, Amazon.
So, well, by the way, you probably can't see it, Scott, but on the left-hand side of the screen, we've got Amazon stock, and it's awfully close to $1,600 a share as we speak. But let me go back to these HomePod devices. Okay, so voice is the big deal, but show me, where are we going with this? Are we going to have, is it a real personal computer at your service 24/7, does what you want it to do, communicates with everybody through the HomePod? Is that it?
Well, I think that's the vision, but imagine everything your phone and your computer does right now, except you just use voice. Again, a third of all computing. So whether, right now it's used mostly for pretty basic tasks, whether it's turning on the lights or fun trivia questions, but it's clearly headed towards controlling your media preferences, and the kind of the radar, the lost ark here will be, it'll begin to be the item or the portal through which you start to order items in e-commerce. The scary thing, or the weird thing about voice, and one of the reasons it's so powerful for Amazon, is that the consumer is not blessed with sight. You don't, if you go onto Amazon and you type in batteries, you see several brands. When you say, Alexa, please put batteries in my cart, Alexa decides to put Basics, which is their own private label brand, in your cart. So it's of huge advantage to the person who owns the voice. That's why you're seeing the mother of all death matches here between Siri and Amazon and Google's voice. Whoever controls voice is going to control a quarter of all computing, and that computing is going to be more valuable because consumers won't have a screen to check out the other options.
Do you see it as sinister? I mean, I see it as kind of 1984-ish Big Brother, the screen that actually looks at you, talks at you. I find it a little troubling. Do you?
I don't. I don't think these companies want to do anything that's going to raise the hackles of regulators. I don't think they're malicious. I think these companies aren't trying to listen in and do anything nefarious. However, what we have seen in spades is these companies aren't motivated to put in place the proper safeguards to ensure that these technologies aren't weaponized by bad actors other than the companies themselves. That's the scariest part. It's not Amazon listening in on us. It's someone else who co-ops the technology and then begins listening in on us.
Exactly. Precisely right. You know, Scott Galloway, I don't know how on earth you and I can ever agree on anything, but on this, we're in agreement. Unbelievable. Come and see us again soon, Scott Galloway, wherever you come back from. You're in Florida or something? Is that where you are? Where are you?
That's correct.
Florida. Yeah. Take a vacation.
Low taxes.
All right, we'll see you later, Scott. Thank you. Low taxes. Low taxes. He's a socialist.